Right, nearly halfway. Part 5 of Dawn of War, and this one we've got 2 home bases, so I'll stop the videos and build those up before carrying on. Right then, start the game right now.
The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here. The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
At your command.
Right, I'm going to build up the first 2 critical points, and then I'm going to stop the video and build up the first base, and I'll be back soon after I've done that.
Yes, my lord. Strategic point identified. Yes, my lord.
We stand ready. Stay vigilant, brothers.
At your command.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve.
Area secured. Yes, my lord. Commencing infiltration.
Yes, Lord? With all due haste.
Marine squad deployed. Direct us to the enemy.
Colonel Brom taking command. How can I serve? How can I serve? I will see that it happens. I will see that it happens. What is it you desire?
Marine squad deployed.
Orcs, attack!
How can I serve?
Take and hold.
What is it you desire? The Emperor protects, yes.
Direct us to the enemy.
Wait. They weren't attacking. Softly. They were fleeing. Carry a
What could inspire fear in an orc?
Right, that's the first base done. Let's get on to the next base, and you'll see what we have to do.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence of the forces of chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos, I will have answers either way. Press on.
I have awoken. Command me. I am ready to serve again. How can I serve? How can I serve? I follow your commands. Faith is eternal. I have awoken. The enemy is attacking! To me, my brothers. Yes, my lord.
The Emperor protects. Agreed. For terror. For the honor of the chapter.
Yes. It will be done.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. I can sense the enemy.
I am ready to pass judgment.
I am ready to serve again. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I have awoken. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Moving out. By his word.
Scouts awaiting orders. Search commencing. Our aim is true.
Right, I don't bother with the Rhino transports on this particular one. I just move these dreadnoughts straight up to scout where the scouts are, and they take care of the ambush and all the Eldar on the way. So let's see what they do.
I will crush those who stand before me.
Under fire!
The enemy position.
For the Emperor. Moving out. Die! 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 To me, my brothers. At last, back to war.
Objective log.
What would you have me do? For the honor of the chapter.
At last, back to war. By his word. I will purge the unclean. By his word.
Dark Reapers, fall back.
Die!
We need
Die!
Rhino transport tanks. They will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above.
Moving out. I will crush those who stand before me.
Rhino transports are now available. Build them at the machine cult.
By his word. To me, my brothers. I will be there soon. Die! 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 I will purge the unclean.
Position secure.
Moving out. Moving out.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord. With all due haste.
Yes, it will be done.
Even in death I still serve. Moving out. I will be there soon. I am ready to serve. Again. Moving out. By his word. At last, back to war. By his word. I will crush those who stand before me.
Scouts in position.
I await your instructions. As you wish. As you wish.
Apothecary here. The battlefield awaits.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
Defending
the fallen
objective.
shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. What are your needs? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Apothecary here. What are your needs?
I stand ready.
I shall not fail.
I await your instructions. With all due haste.
Even in death I still serve. I will crush those who stand before me. At last, back to war, by his word. At last, back to war.
Yes? No one will stop us.
I have awoken. Even in death I still serve. I have awoken.
At your command. On patrol.
Yes, most beneficent one. With all due haste.
I am the instrument of his will. At last, back to war. I am the instrument of his will. Faith is eternal. Even in death I still serve. Even in death I still serve. At last, back to war.
Scouts in position. I sense danger. We will root it out. Gathering intelligence. Scouts advance. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I will be there soon. I will purge the unclean.
Taking hits!
Die! 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 I will crush those who stand before me. Command me. I will purge the unclean. I am ready to serve. Again. I will crush those who stand before me. Command me. I shall end you. For the Emperor. By his word. Take me into battle.
Scouts ready.
For the Emperor. Command me. I will purge the unclean. To me, my brothers. I am ready to serve. Again. Faith is eternal. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
The enemy is attacking!
I will purge the unclean. Command me. To me, my brothers. At last, back to war.
At your command.
Here to serve. I exist to serve.
I am the instrument of his will. By his word. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Faith is eternal. Take me into battle. To me, my brothers.
Defending objective.
I am prepared. Agreed.
Apothecary here. Apothecary here. How can I serve? I follow your
At
commands.
last, back to war. To me, my brothers. By his word.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
At your command. Search commencing. Commencing infiltration. Search commencing.
At least we know that the orcs and Eldar are not in league together.
Getting into position.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And those who lack honor deserve death.
Faith is eternal. I will purge the unclean. I shall end you. For the Emperor.
Taking damage.
To me, my brothers. For the Emperor. For the Emperor. I will purge the unclean. Moving out. I will crush those who stand before me. Burn, heretic! Die! 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 I will be there soon. Identifying targets. By his word. Moving out. Your end. I shall end you. I shall end you. To me, my brothers.
Establishing a secondary base near this location will give us a forward position with which to engage the enemy.
I will be there soon. I will purge the unclean.
Scouts ready. Scouts advance.
Faith is eternal. I will purge the unclean. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Faith is eternal. Identifying targets. Identifying targets. Your end is at hand. For the Emperor. Take me into battle. Die! 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 By his word. I shall end. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. At last, back to war. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I will be there soon. I will purge the unclean. Take me into battle. I will purge the unclean. Moving out. I will be there soon.
Right, I'm going to build my second base now, and don't really need it on this particular level. I could go straight through here and finish it off, but I will make it just in case I make a muck up of it. So I'll build it up here, and you'll see it finished in a bit. So let's get on with the base now. Right, we have the base all done here now, so we can get on and finish this. It depends on the Eldar, and sometimes it depends on the game itself. But the Eldar seem to change in numbers depending on what time of day you play, how you play it. Because you usually get a lot of Eldar at this particular point. So let's get on and see how many I actually get this time round.
Taking heavy fire. What are your needs? Weapons at ready. It is time.
Even in death I still serve. Moving out.
Taking hits.
Take me into battle. I have waited long for this day. I am the instrument of his will. I shall end. Burn, heretic.
There is no such thing as innocence.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I have waited long for this day. I will crush those who stand before me.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Well, there's usually about 4 times that amount there. I think I got off very easy today. So, but that's it now. All we have to do is bring all the major players to the red circle, just over here on the map, just there, and should be finished. So, see you in the next mission. Bye for now.
So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint, in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
Oh, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.